The main problems are in their classes, all right? One problem is in their textbooks, they're not getting enough background. Their English teaching texts are usually just too simple, with a simple grammar pattern, a few example sentences, and an exercise that practices the example sentences as simply as possible with simple grammar and simple vocabulary, so they stay limited to those things. They stay inside this simple box and are not able to grow out from it. Another one is they don't really get a chance to hear natural speech. If you look at many of the English teaching videos or produced in Taiwan, or listen to any of the audio programs that is produced in Taiwan, the teachers talk like this. So the students can understand every single word very clearly. But nobody talks like this. All right? So they don't really get a chance. While the teachers are trying to help them understand, they are in fact destroying their listening ability by doing that. So they never get a chance to hear natural speech. Another problem is that their textbooks don't really have much content. Like I said, simple grammar, simple vocabulary, because they want everybody to understand, and very little content, they don't put in a lot of story, because the teachers think they have to explain everything. And for a teacher to explain a whole paragraph, every single word takes a lot of time, so they don't even put it in the textbook. So the things that the students get are quite common, everyday things like shopping, bathroom, doing something, and quite uninspiring, actually quite boring. So they're not really motivated. You know, the lessons are pretty tasteless. Not tasteless, but nondescript lessons that aren't quite interesting. Another problem is they get sentence practice, but they don't actually get conversation practice in the classes. All right. In other words, they get their grammar practice in make a sentence, make a sentence, make a sentence, but they don't get it in a kind of conversation. They don't see language in action, getting it done, and they don't get to practice it that way too. They also are mostly stuck to practicing English in a controlled way, but not in a way that they can freely use it creatively in their own way, right? And finally, because of all of these things, they don't have enough confidence. They don't have enough confidence to speak English because their English has been so controlled from A to B and over. And the teacher's usually going right, wrong, right, wrong, right, wrong, right, wrong, and yin, and all of this kind of stuff, till they lose their confidence. Because they just really haven't had usually the teachers just practice one thing one time and that's over in a controlled way, so they don't really get a chance to do a lot of speaking. Those are the main problems that the Taiwanese students have in listening and speaking.